Hi guys, welcome back to Crime Time with Jess. So I'm gonna give a really short update on the Micah Miller case. I do not know if other channels have shown this video, but I found it deeply buried on Reddit. It is Micah in what appears to be an African country. We do know she did missions in Kenya, so could have possibly been there. Um, I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you now.
I was in a battle ya kwamba nilikuwa katika vita katika akili zangu, and it was so bad na ilikuwa ni vibaya sana. I tried to kill myself. Nikajaribu hata nijitoe uhai. I put a gun to my head. Ya kwamba nikachukua bunduki nikaiweka kwenye kichwa changu, and I pulled the trigger. Nami nikaanza kubonyeza ili kwamba nijiue. And the bullet got caught in the gun. Lakini ya kwamba hiyo bunduki risasi ikashikwa kwenye bunduki. And that was God.
Okay. Sadly, that video is going to create some reasonable doubt because you do have Micah Miller talking about trying to take her own life by a gun. I know that this pastor looks incredibly guilty. Okay. And I side on this. Oh my God. I am an idiot. I'm really.
What, you weren't live?
No, my mic was not plugged in. I might as well just do it all over again. Hi, Robbie. Good to see you. How embarrassing. Well, I guess my mic was not plugged in, so I've just been sitting here talking for no apparent reason. I hope that you guys saw that video, but I'm just going to restart this, okay? Because I don't know if my mic was not plugged in that entire time. Sorry. So what I said was I'm going to give a short update on the Micah Miller case. I do not know if other channels have shown this video or not because I found it deeply buried on Reddit. It is Micah in what appears to be an African country. We do know she did missions in Kenya. So it could have possibly been there. But I'm going to replay this video for you guys now. Very, very interesting video. Okay. So, and then we have a reporter by the name of Cody Alcorn. He is a journalist at 11 Live. He previously worked at Fox News, and he had some interesting things to post, which he has posted on Facebook. And I'm going to show you those posts now, and we'll read them aloud. Okay, so this is Cody's post. I wish I could make this a little bigger for you guys. I've tried, not working so well of making this a bigger thing. And I want to just go on my phone real quick. Just give me a second because I want to make sure that this is showing. Just go on my phone. Yep. Okay, there it is. So this is Cody Alcorn. This is what he wrote. Suicide or homicide, Micah Miller case, what we know. So he goes through everything that we kind of already know, but I'm going to read it out to you guys for those of you that don't know anything about this case. He posted this 2 days ago. WPDE ABC 15 reports 30-year-old Micah Miller's body was found at Lumber River State Park in Robeson County, North Carolina. It's reported she suffered a fatal gunshot wound. Micah's obituary said she passed away on Saturday, April 27th, 2024. Micah was living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina with her husband. Church leaders report Micah's husband is John Paul Miller, founder and pastor and owner, might I say, he is the owner of that church, of Solid Rock at Market Commons. It's a church. So it's about 70 miles from the state park to Myrtle Beach. So her body from that church or from Myrtle Beach was 70 miles away. In a video posted on Fitz News YouTube channel that's since been deleted off the church's YouTube channel, on Sunday, April 28, 2024, Pastor Miller announced at the end of his sermon to his congregation, quote, I got a call late last night. My wife has passed away. Yeah, it was self-induced, and it was up in North Carolina. During this announcement, again, hours after learning of Micah's sudden passing, he told the congregation, quote, y'all knew she wasn't well mentally and that she needed her medicine. It was hard to get to her, so I'm sure there were more details to come. And that's kind of really how he said it. The whole announcement, again, was deleted. You can find it on other channels, like the whole thing that he said. But yeah, he threw in there that she was mentally not well, and he said it like, hey, you guys know she's crazy, right? So it says, Fox News confirmed Micah had filed 3 different separate support and maintenance requests since last year, the last one being April 16th, which was 11 days before her death. In South Carolina, the South Carolina bar states, South Carolina does not recognize legal separation. Instead, the South Carolina family courts issue orders of separate maintenance and support, which provides specific details regarding parties' child custody, visitation, and support arrangements, as well as maintaining marital assets and paying marital debts until the case is resolved at a final hearing or trial. Okay. So it says on Thursday, WPDE ABC 15 confirmed the Robeson County Sheriff's Office are actively investigating Micah's death. The RCSO confirming officers are in the process of gathering information from people in South Carolina and North Carolina as part of their investigations into how Miller died. Quote, the agency went on to explain at this point, the investigation has not revealed any information that indicates there is a danger to the community following her death. WPDE ABC 15 spoke to John Paul on Thursday, who they quoted saying, quote, she was probably the greatest wife anyone could ask for. She was incredibly affirming. We spent every night together for hours just talking and talking and talking. I'm going to pause just for a second here. Very interesting that he would tell ABC 15 this on Thursday. because John Paul Miller has another girlfriend. Her name is Susie Skinner, and he's been with her for a little while at this point. So how they spent every night together just talking for hours and hours and hours. Why aren't you still together? Why did she deserve or serve you with divorce papers? Why do you have a whole other girlfriend? Anyway, moving on. So it says the last picture Micah posted of herself was on April 9th with the caption, quote, "When terrible, terrible, terrible things happen to you, you all know what I'm talking about. Rest in peace, face." A woman claiming to be a friend of Micah's posted a lengthy Facebook post about 10 hours ago. And in it, she said she last talked to Micah the Friday night before her death, stating, "My final text with her on Friday at 9:19 p.m. was a woman making plans to live." And he gives a link to that. We are not going to click this link because the most interesting part of this post is his update to it. So then it says Micah's sister posted on Facebook 5 days ago and stated, quote, "Please do not listen to false stories being shared about her. Micah was a God-fearing, joyful, loving woman who did not deserve the abuse she endured." She ended it with "Justice for Micah." In Micah's obituary, it's written, quote, "She would praise her husband after every church service, telling him he was the best preacher in the world, even if it wasn't true. She also told him he was the funniest preacher in the world, even though that wasn't true either. Micah loved her family so much." And that's how it's written. So has about 8 O's in it. This obituary was written by her husband. So very interesting that he would throw that in there about himself. So it says, "At this point, there are more questions than answers. No one has been charged as of Friday night. Her manner of death has not been made public as of tonight." So again, the husband went before the congregation, said she unalived herself. But here's the update. So Cody Alcorn said this, and this was yesterday. He said, "Since posting, I've gotten some solid information to be able to say those who are saying Micah was shot in the back of the head is not true. While my sourcing has been off the record, I don't think this will end with the announcement of a criminal act. I think if my sourcing is correct, which I very highly stand behind, I think the sheriff's office should come out now and lay out the information they have on the case. I think the public and Micah's family deserve to hear that information. It's been a week." He goes on to say, "Over the weekend," this was 21 hours ago, "over the weekend, multiple sources have told me Micah made a 911 call and had a conversation with dispatchers. Sources tell me the conversation indicated she was alone." 20 hours ago, he updated it again and said, "My sourcing is non-biased. It's not an opinion. It's based on what law enforcement found. Due to the limited number of people who know what really happened on that Saturday, I can't divulge much more. I agreed when told some of the specifics, it would be off record. I did this to be able to gauge my future posts. This post remains fair and factual. However, I will not make another post until the RCSO makes a public statement on the findings." So, if Cody Alcorn, this journalist, is to be believed, he is saying he does not believe that this is going to end in any criminal charges. There was a 911 call made by Micah, and it indicated that she was alone. So if this is true, it You know, it very much leads to one to believe that she could have possibly committed suicide. Hi, Jam. Let me take this down. And I can't see my comments. Let me put my comments back up. So, hi. How are you? Jam is saying it was hard to get her medication. Where was she, in the rainforest? He is not a good man, in my opinion. I totally agree. I would be absolutely mortified, even if she did unalive herself. I would still be mortified for my husband to get up in front of a congregation and announce his death the way that she did. It doesn't sit right in the soul. And I totally agree with you. Why was it so difficult for her to get this medication? I don't know. I want to see all your questions here. Was she better than his girlfriend? This man gives me bad vibes. Was Micah better than his girlfriends? I don't know. Honestly, I want to talk a little bit about that because I know that Susie Skinner is John Paul's girlfriend, okay? And she's being drugged into this. In my opinion, I don't believe that Susie Skinner's husband is connected. Susie Skinner's husband's death is connected to this in any way. I mean, number one, Susie Skinner met Chris Skinner after he had gotten into a car accident and became a quadriplegic. She became his physical therapist. They were married over 2 decades and had twins together. If that doesn't speak of a very empathetic person, I don't know what does. And his death was in 2021. So that was 3 years ago. There has been nothing but good things said about him by the public and by Susie herself. There really wasn't a lot of red flags there. And I feel like she's been pulled into this, but I'm not sure. Yes, he does have a girlfriend. James Paul Miller has a girlfriend, and he's had a girlfriend for a little while. I think it's been several months that he's had this girlfriend. Him and Micah did not just recently separate. She had given him a no contact order and divorce papers 48 hours before she died. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't know. Because, again, what this reporter is saying is that there was a 911 call made by Micah herself. So that is not public as far as I know. And it's probably not going to be made public as of anytime soon because they're investigating it. So, but it will be interesting to hear that. As of now, yesterday I was like, he's guilty. Today I'm like, there is some reasonable doubt there. So we're really just going to have to wait and see what happens. If there's anything throughout the day that comes about, I'm going to be probably doing some highlights later tonight, doing a live stream about the Chad Daybell case. And if there's any more like updates to Micah's case, I'll probably talk about them first before I go into Chad's stuff. So hopefully I see you guys later. And please like this video, please share it, and please comment. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Until next time, guys. Bye for now.